I'd like to talk about the happy secret to making more money, and that is to give. In my life, when I finally accepted that, it was because of a book. I just got really changed my mind, called The Paradox of Generosity. Giving, we receive; grasping, we lose. And I realized in all of our efforts to save and save and save, we missed out on something really important that's talked about in this book. And that is, when you give, you receive more. It didn't make sense. My accountant friends are like, that doesn't make sense. And yet it does make sense, literally. I will always remember that I committed myself to give. And you can probably find my story in a couple of places. Here I sit, I'm working on my speech material, and I'm creating videos. And I believe it was about 2 days ago, I got a letter in the mail from the Y. Like I said, they know me. They have written this letter, and I'm just gonna read it here. This is my first time reading it. See what they have to say, and I'm going to decide to give. How much, we'll see. They've got suggested amounts here, and I've got to think about where I'm at and know what's in my giving account. All right, dated December 8th, 2020. Dear Tony, a lot has changed at the Y over this past year, but our commitment has remained the same, to always be here for our community when people need us the most, with open arms and caring hearts. With the devastating effects of COVID-19 landed, when the devastating effects of COVID-19 landed on our doorsteps, as I said, this is my first time reading it, we quickly mobilized to provide our community with essential services. Thanks to the unwavering support of our members, volunteers, and donors like you. I'm a donor. They call me a donor. Can you believe it? Anyway. Our YMCA has been able to continue offering people the critical support they need as we work to help our community recover and thrive. We have responded to the needs of our community by combating learning loss and allowing parents to return to work, by providing safe, high-quality early childhood education and virtual learning support for children grades K-6, helping people of all ages, including vulnerable populations, to restore and sustain their health through virtual and in-person health and wellness programs, working with community partners to distribute items such as food boxes and remote learning devices to those in need. These things resound well with me. I'm not sure what it is for you. I've been reading a lot about philanthropy lately, and you got to find out what's your passion. What do you really want to change in the world? I find that the YMCA makes changes in the world that I like to support. I like to give them some of my support. Now, as the year comes to a close, great time to be giving, as most people know, we're asking again for your help so that we can continue to support our neighbors and strengthen our community. No matter what challenges the future brings, we can overcome them together. Give to the Treasure Valley YMCA and help create a stronger community for all. With thanks for your consideration and continued support, David Duro, who is the president and CEO. It's got a little slip away part. It says that they're looking and hoping for $30. That's the amount that would really make a huge help for them. In the past, I think the last time I did this, I just dropped the money inside the envelope, which is going to need a stamp. Let's see if I have any stamps. I actually have stamps. Yay. I remember being so stingy, so holding on to money. I wouldn't have put this in the mail just because of the stamp. The few cents for the stamp. That's how much we would just hold on to it. Mind you, I definitely like getting more money. And I don't only do this for the money, and I think that's why I'm going through this, is yes, I fully expect that in some way, and it's usually money, something will come back to me. That's that. I had that paradigm shift as I read The Paradox of Generosity. I hope you are as well, having this shift from I'm gonna grasp it. In grasping, you lose. It's in giving that you receive more. And that's the happy secret to making more money. Again, your accountant isn't going to be like, that doesn't make... Giving away money makes more money. Giving away more money will give you opportunities to make more money. Well, let me grab my checkbook as I'm thinking through where I'm going to be with this. I know I just recently, being as it is December, have seen a gift of some money, and then to help us with our Christmas holiday. And it is a little more than the $30. And I think maybe I'll surprise them and hit that $40 mark. Wow. Remind me for just a moment while I think about what today's date is and figure out who to write this to. While I do, are you going to go out or say yes to the next opportunity? The first one happened when my friend called me. I said to myself, whatever next opportunity comes for me to give, I'm going to give. My phone rang. My friend was on the phone asking if I would donate $50 to the YMCA. $50. That was tough. And maybe $50 for you would be tough. If someone asked you today to donate $50, would you be able to do that? Or whatever amount it is. What's it for? Donation. They call me a donor. Would you? Will you? Are you ready to? Because there's a special feeling that comes when you donate. It just feels good. At first it kind of hurts. Like right now, this hurts a little bit. Thinking about how I'm giving that $40 amount. The 30 alone seemed like it was kind of going to be $30. It's got my name on it. I just wrote my name. In some place in the world, not just in the world, right here in my local area, there's a kid struggling with school, and he's getting some extra help, or she's getting extra help. I feel closer to my community. I feel like I'm making a difference, you know? This December day. And yes, we'll be able to, at the end of year, be saying, I gave $40. I'm going to give myself a little note here. And I'll put this in the mail. And I'll put this in my folder that is the tax documents for the year. And that there end up being some tax benefits as well. And that alone can sometimes make up for it. And that's why some people do the large contributions they do. This is kind of a large one for me in my life, but it's also small. But I know it's going to make a difference. And it is the happy secret to making more money. I will see you on the other side.